Good morning. So, I was thinking, this country of ours is in peril. And we, as a nation, people who live in this country, are letting it happen. Most of us just go to work day by day, trying to make ends meet. Because that's what we're told we have to do. It's really time to wake up, America. I mean, for all the rioters, people who are rioting, looting, breaking stuff, you're all part of a narrative. You're all being used. And honestly, when it's all said and done, when you've outlived your usefulness for what they want you to do and what chaos they want you to cause, they'll toss you to the side like everybody else. For Black Lives Matter, same goes for you. As soon as you have outlived your usefulness, they'll toss you to the side. Just know it always happens. I mean, it's part of life. People will use you and use you and use you until you have outlived your usefulness. And then they just push you to the side. Now I want you to take a moment and realize that what's going on in this country, the pandemic, in my own opinion, it's a smoke screen. It's kind of like sleight of hand. Watch this hand while this hand does something else. In my opinion. And I could be wrong, but... And if you have somebody that's died of COVID-19, my heart goes out to you. The mask. The mask is just a symbol of the willingness to submit to a hierarchy. Well, at this point, I'm tired. I'm done with the mask. I mean, yes, unfortunately, I have to wear it at work so I can have a job. But we all need to stop, take a look around saying, look, if this thing's so bad, who is the one counting these numbers? Who's saying this? And who's saying all these cases are going up and up and up? Because to tell you the truth, if you or I were to test positive, they take the first 15 people around us and they would consider them positive. Then 15 people, those people have been around, consider them positive. This is how they get the number to go up. They automatically consider that people you've been around are positive because you've been around them. Well, I mean, that sounds like a bunch of BS to me, but so be it, right? Just remember, we, as Americans, have the power in this country. For a long time now, I think we've forgotten that in America. I think we've forgotten that we have the power over Congress, over the Senate, over the House. We have the power over that. Because last time I checked, the Constitution says, we the people, not we the government. And it was written by our founding fathers like that for a reason. So that if we ever felt we were under tyranny, could overthrow our government and have a new one put in place. Now, this was supposed to happen. Sorry, I got to fix my camera here, people. Alright, hopefully it'll stay there. It failed a second ago. But, you know, we have the power in this country. And like I said, I think at some point we have forgotten that. You know, we as a nation have forgotten we have the power here. They have us fighting amongst ourselves because that's the way they want it. Because the more we fight amongst each other, we're not looking at them. Hence, you know, where BLM comes in, Antifa. These are all people being paid by somebody else to do what they're doing. So I don't think they're out there doing it for free. They're getting paid to do this. I'm not saying go join their cause. I mean, don't get me wrong. You know, with all lives matter comes black lives. So you're included in that. The narrative that just black lives matter, I mean, we all matter. We're all children of God. But we all need to stand up and say, you know what? We're tired. We're tired of being pushed around by the government. And honestly, if you think about it, the government's not even in control half the time. It's these big banks. Those are the people with the money. They're the ones that tell half these politicians what to and what not to do. Because they have to fund half of these politicians. They have to say, oh, here's money for your campaign. Now, when you get in office, you need to do me a favor. That's what it is. I mean, the only person that's got in office without any help from anybody was Donald Trump. No, I'm not saying he's perfect. He's human like the rest of us. He makes mistakes. But he's doing things behind the scenes that none of us know. Now, I want you to look at yourself for a moment. I want you to look at yourself and say, hey, look, you know, do I really, you know, need to hold on to money or hold on to my values? Hold on to your rights. Because at every stop, they're trying to take our rights away. I mean, don't get me wrong, at some point they will come for the guns. Whether you like guns or not, you know, they will come. And they will take them. Because they're not going to do it in the middle of the day when you're awake or not at home. No, they're going to wait till you're asleep at night. They're going to bust down your door. They're going to come in, and if you refuse, they're going to kill you. And if you got a wife and kids, they're going to kill your wife and kids. Mark my words. I mean, there is a deep state. There's been a deep state for years. Our elections can be tampered with. Either way, mail-in voting or the electronic way, they can. But I'm going to tell you, you know, we, black, white, red, yellow. It don't matter what color you are, what you believe in. You know, hey, I love y'all. No matter what. You're my brothers. You're my sisters. But it's time to wake up, America. It's time to stand up and say, you know, look, we will not be suppressed anymore. We will not stand by and let you just run all over us. I know everybody's looking for this next stimulus package, but hell, you think them congressmen up there are working for your benefit? No. They don't give a shit about you, me, or anybody else. They're rich. They're millionaires, half of them. They don't care about us. If they did, don't you think they would have put aside their differences and said, okay, here's what we need to do for the American people. No, they don't care because they got plenty of money. Now, I'm not saying all Republicans are good, and I'm not saying all Democrats are bad, because they're not. They're all just pawns on the chessboard, being played by somebody else. Now, honestly, half of you may think I'm just talking out my ass. That's fine. But those people who love this country, have fought for this country, or just love your rights, want to be free. We need to fight. And no, I'm not saying just take up arms and just start fighting with guns. No, that's not what I'm saying. But we do have that, I mean, this is as secure as it can be, I guess. I mean, but hell, if you live in California, you're tired of everything you're going through, vote Republican, because that's just a Democratic state, right? Hell, y'all put yourselves in that mess, and look at the tyranny y'all are under. Portland. I mean, hell, that's a Democratic state. Look what it's under. You got people up there just doing whatever the hell they want. That's not part of a free society. I ain't think about it like this. Our free society was, hey, you can do whatever you want, as long as you don't hurt nobody. That's how society used to be in this country. Do whatever you want. Just do not hurt anybody. I'm for that. There's no need to hurt anybody. There's no need to go up and shoot anybody. No need to whatever. I think we all have violent tendencies. Don't get me wrong. I think we do. But hey, man, we can all get along. It just takes one step. Us all coming together. Because us as the people, if we come together against the deep state, against Congress, we can give them all out of power if we wanted to. And this is what they have hoping we've forgotten. Hey, it's on you and me.